Hi guys, this is my focus project. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Fatima and I began to learn English on Focus Institute just for 6 months. Well, I would like to share with you some experiences about one of the wonders that we have in Bolivia. Let's talk about Salar de Uyuni. This year I had the pleasure to travel over there. And really, I don't have words for expressing the feelings that I had, because believe me, it's amazing. It's a kind of dream. So, Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, and it's located in the Daniel Campos County in Potosí. It was formed as a result of transformation between several prehistoric lakes. And as you know, it contains a large amount of sodium, potassium, lithium, and magnesium. Well, there is another particular version of Salar de Uyuni's beginning, where a Mara legend tells that the mountains Tunupa, Cusco, and Cusina, which are around the Salar, were giant people. And the history tells that Tunupa was married with Cusco, but he was in love to Cusina, and one day they ran away together. And yes, Tunupa started to cry while breastfeeding her son, and her tears mixed with milk and as a result formed the Salar that we know. I know that is a lot of information about Salar de Uyuni's beginning, but I would like to share with you the activities that I made when I traveled to Uyuni. Well, let's start with the adventure. The travel began in the bus station, and there are just 2 companies for traveling over there. Usually the journey takes 10 to 12 hours. In my case, I took the bus at 8 p.m. and I arrived in Uyuni town at 6 a.m. of the next day. Well, the Uyuni town was an even smaller town, probably the smallest town that I visited in Bolivia, but the view was just incredible. The best and most popular way to find experience Salar de Uyuni is by taking a jeep tour across the salt flats. It's worth noting that shared tours usually accommodate for up to 6 tourists, and thus, for a more comfortable experience, a private tour should be arranged. Such tours usually involve a minimum of 1 night stay in rather basic accommodation, and thus it is recommended that you bring plenty of warm clothes and warm sleeping bag for the night. The whole trip takes 3 days, 3 hard days without shower, normal beds, or clean bathrooms. But the worst of all is the altitude for some tourists. But for us, it's normal, I think. Unfortunately, medicine and coca leaves help, and the tourists can enjoy the stunning scenery around them. In the middle of South Desert is Incahuasi Island, where the Incas stopped here to review their energies as well as to drink water from the cactus, because the cactus has 90% of water, and as you can see, they are huge. After visiting Incahuasi Island, you can enjoy the beautiful view of Salar de Uyuni and take wonderful and funny pictures. It's a wonderful place. It's like being in heaven. Then we went to Eduardo Barua Natural Reserve, where we found another wonderful place to visit, which are the geysers that come from an ancient volcanoes that are still active, and you can appreciate the smoke that comes from them. It's something you cannot miss. My favorite landscape was Laguna Colorada because the red color is caused by a type of alga that grows in the lake. This brings a lot of birds to this area, especially the flamingos. Many people don't know, but they are born with great feathers and they only became pink because they eat this kind of alga. The wonderful forest of rocks and stumps only 5 kilometers away from a hotel terrace and boundary, a 7 meters tall rock shaped just like a tree. Thus, whole area was formed by volcanic activities together with erosion caused by the wind. The coolest thing is that I could climb these rocks and take beautiful pictures of this work of Mother Nature. Well, that was the whole trip, and I recommend to visit Salar de Uyuni because it's one of the things you should know once in your life. And thanks for watching this video.